would result from the middle of the 729-foot ship hitting bottom.
And if you hog a ship, meaning cause it to bend up in the middle, you can stretch those cables and cause them to snap because they're supported with stanchions all the way along. Something's got to give.
Since there are no scrape marks on the portion of the hull wreckage that can be seen, bottoming out, like the other explanations, remains just a theory. However, one thing most of these theories agree on is that the Fitzgerald was taking on water faster than it could be pumped out. And the more water that came in, the lower the ship would ride in those high seas.
The waves were actually boarding the Fitzgerald on the starboard quarter. We only had a full length of the deck, the spar deck, and getting the back of the pilot house and actually forcing this 40-foot high structure underwater and then come back up and shake the water off the deck and keep going. One of those dives that did under one of these huge waves was the final dive to just get going 535 feet to the bottom.
If McSorley believed the ship would resurface after that final wave, then the first sign of trouble, and the last, would have been a wall of water bursting through the windows of the pilot house from the increased pressure of deeper waters. This would explain why there had been no distress call. But there's still no single theory about the tragic fate of the Edmund Fitzgerald that will satisfy everyone. The bodies of all 29 crewmen remain entombed in that watery grave, and at the request of their families, divers are no longer permitted near the wreck. But those relatives do have two special places where they can feel close to their loved ones. Just outside the Dawson Great Lakes Museum in Detroit, an anchor that belonged to the Edmund Fitzgerald prior to its last voyage is displayed.
It is a centerpiece in the annual November memorial, where you put 29 lamps out here around it, one for every crew member on the Edmund Fitzgerald.
And at the Great Lakes Shipwreck Museum at Whitefish Point, the original bell from the Edmund Fitzgerald is the centerpiece of the collection. Known as the voice of the ship, it was recovered from the wreckage at the request of the families on July 4th, 1995.
When this bell broke the surface after 20 years of darkness and silence, it actually swung and tolled, and everybody around for about a mile could hear it. It was one of the most eerie experiences I've ever had, and the tone itself has such a resonating quality to it that is something that you'll never forget.
Bell was recovered from the wreckage of the Edmund Fitzgerald. A replica bell was put in its place. The names of all 29 crew members were inscribed on the replica, which serves as a permanent grave marker. Engineering disasters will return on modern models.
The real-world testing we do here at Honda's Safety Research Center enables us to design products that provide exceptional protection for drivers, passengers,